All right, let's straight away go to Goa, where Prime Minister Modi is speaking at the BRICS summit.
BRICS Sports Council. Combating terrorism, including cross-border terrorism, and its supporters will be a key BRICS priority. We will also work closely to fight tax evasion, black money and corruption. Earlier today at lunch, we have also agreed to hold a high-level meeting on traditional knowledge. We have also agreed to make BRICS a stronger voice on the existing and emerging global and regional issues. The emerging regional and global challenges require a robust cooperation and resolute action by BRICS. Hearing you around the table today, I am confident of success and growth of BRICS. For this, we should hold our commitment to the test of visible action. I think I speak for all when I say that through common vision and collective action, we will create and sustain deeper bonds among BRICS nations, develop our economies and secure our societies, nurture linkages that will inspire our future generations, and place on the ground a BRICS network of understanding, friendship and cooperation. Let me also congratulate China and offer our full support as it prepares to assume the presidency next year. I now have pleasure to declare the adoption of the Goa Declaration. I thank you. Thank you very much.
Narendra Modi, he was in fact speaking about the Goa declaration of the BRICS summit. Meanwhile, sources have told India today that terrorism is the top focus of this declaration. That is what you just heard from Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who in fact spoke about a selective approach to counter terror will not be productive. He also, a clear message for China, which has time and again tried to stall India's bid to get Maulana Masood Azhar of Jaish-e-Mohammed in Pakistan on the terror list. Prime Minister making it his clear focus that terrorism has to be eradicated for progress. Selective approach for terror will be counterproductive. There cannot be any distinction. There cannot be any good terrorists versus bad terrorists. All right, so let me now go across to Executive Editor Gaurav Sawant, who is joining us from Goa, who has been keeping a very sharp eye on the developments there at the BRICS summit. Gaurav, the Prime Minister, even in the joint declaration, sending out a real message to China, speaking about selective approach on terror would be counterproductive. He also said that there cannot be any distinction as far as terrorists are concerned. The major concern of India, of course, eradication of terror from all across. Terror has to be eradicated for development and progress.
Pakistan-sponsored terror remained Prime Minister Narendra Modi's big focus through the BRICS summit and will remain his focus through BIMSTEC, because this is a threat not just to the people of India but to the economies of the world. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi focused on the mothership of terrorism in our neighborhood. Let me quote Prime Minister Narendra Modi when he says, in our own region, terrorism poses a grave threat to peace, security and development. Tragically, he says, the mothership of terror is a country in India's neighborhood. So Pakistan remained his attention, but that's one part of the story, Ankit. The Prime Minister also very clearly telling Chinese President Xi Jinping, and China now assumes presidency of BRICS for next year, where he told China in no uncertain terms that you cannot have double standards in dealing with terror. The indication being that China cannot put a technical hold on designating Masood Azhar a global terrorist. At the same time, Jaish-e-Mohammed being a designated terrorist organization by the United Nations and the United States. So China's double standards exposed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But you know, this is a multi-pronged attack. While you need China's cooperation in taking economies of BRICS nations forward, at the same time you're also exposing those who have double standards when it comes to terrorism in this region. So a very measured approach here, Ankit.
Got to just stay on with me. Let's just quickly take our viewers through this next breaking news that is coming in on the bulletin as of now. Speaking at the BRICS plenary meet, Prime Minister Narendra Modi sent out a veiled message, as we have been discussing with Gaurav, to China, saying the selective approach to China will not only be futile but also be counterproductive. He added, there must be no distinction between terrorists. While dismantling terror factories, Prime Minister Modi asserted terrorist funding, weapon supply, training and political support must be systematically cut off.
Our response to terrorism must, therefore, be nothing less than comprehensive. And we need to act both individually and collectively. Selective approaches to terrorists, individuals and organizations will not only be futile but also counterproductive.
Gaurav Sawant with us on this story. Gaurav, as we were discussing, the Prime Minister sent out a veiled message to China. He also spoke about how it is important to dismantle the terror infrastructure, funding, weapons, training and political support, as Pakistan, of course, time and again has been supporting not only, absolutely openly as far as the terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir are concerned. Pakistan Prime Minister hailed Burhan Wani as a freedom fighter in his speech to Pakistan Parliament there. The Prime Minister of India sending out a stern message to all partners in BRICS that it's time for them to act collectively.
Ankit, very soon you'll see a joint declaration, and top sources in the government have told India today that this joint declaration, India is pushing for the CCIT, that's Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism. What does CCIT say? It says that a country will be forced either to take legal action against a terrorist on its soil or hand over that terrorist to a country where terror activity has taken place. Which country doesn't want to do that? Pakistan. So the government is getting this entire region together, getting the world together. Why is BRICS important? Because this is this is 5 developing economies of the world coming together. 53% of the world population lives in BRICS countries. Almost 1/4, $17 trillion is the economy of BRICS nations. That's 1/4 of the world economy. So it is a very powerful bloc.
Yes.
A powerful bloc where several economies are unfortunately slowing down. China's economy is slowing down, Russia's economy is slowing down, Brazil's economy is slowing down, but India is growing. India is growing at a steady 7%. So that is where the Prime Minister wants to leverage India's growth to taking this entire region forward. At the same time, isolating Pakistan-sponsored terror, which is holding this region back.
All right, Gaurav, thank you so much for bringing us all those details. We are slipping into the next breaking news that is coming in from Goa.